Just gonna take the apple strudel, set it down on the counter over here, along with a tub of Sapphire's vanilla ice cream that doesn't melt. There we go. Not a lot of people here yet. Oh, hey.
Howdy.
You kind of startled me a little bit. I didn't see you. You just kind of came out of the the darkness, just like, ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm supposedly a little sneaky, but it's not dark here, so I'm not sure how.
Eh.
At the meat rack, people say I literally just blend in with the shadows, so...
Yeah, you kind of do. The only thing I'm able to really make out sometimes is your soul. I have soul sight.
This is the life I live. Okay. Yes, back to normal. Yes. Okay.
I brought up
What have you been doing?
I brought up apple strudel. It's sitting over there on the counter if you want some by the fridge.
My apple my appetite might be dead considering you can see my soul.
Well, I mean, it's not like I plan on stealing it or anything. I just happen to know what it looks like.
Oh my god. Saying that you plan on not stealing it means that you can.
I don't think I can.
Biological implications.
I honestly don't
Oh,
think I
thank
can. I
God.
don't think I'm capable of that.
Okay, I don't think I'm ready to become some sort of like evil soulless husk out to eat trees and children.
I mean,
Or
the
some
most I
shit.
could do is help souls pass on. But that's it. Like, I
Oh,
can't,
don't
like,
plan on
control
doing
them or
that
anything.
either.
Well, I hope not. Plus, you also have to technically be assigned to my afterlife in order, you know, to actually...
I forget, there's probably different afterlives considering there's multiple different gods.
Eh.
So many rules. So many weird things.
I keep forgetting how ridiculous a lot of it sounds. I'm so used to it by now.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it's totally normal that, you know, you can assign someone to an afterlife despite the fact that I don't believe you're a deity. You can just see my soul, which is a bunch of wonderful implications.
I technically am
Let
kind
me
of...
guess, you're a god, aren't you?
No, 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 no. I
Okay.
prefer the term
I
mortal
was about to say,
deity.
that was
I could
finally
still
one off
die.
of,
I could still bleed. I'm not all powerful.
but
I'm me. I can create
wait,
things.
so what can you do?
Well, I could create people and things, but they don't just appear out of existence here.
Huh?
They go to another separate realm.
So you're not a god here, you're just a god there.
I still don't like that term. Because God implies that I'm immortal, and I'm not.
Well, no, apparently people say that gods can just get shot, but, you know, when you ever get the chance.
I mean, I've been shot multiple times before. I've been Swiss cheese before. That was fun.
Hmm.
And then they decide to leave the bullets in like fucking idiots instead of removing them. That almost killed me.
What was this?
It was at Orlando Saka. It was when the ruins were still open. Well, not open, but people could still go in them and, you know, fuck around. I went in there to do my job, and I turned around and I screamed, "Hey, behind us!" And the moment I said that, everybody that was behind me opened fired.
Hmm. And who were those people?
They were like aliens or something. I don't fucking remember. Some alien
Why did
synthetic
you have
things.
aliens on your side?
Oh, no, 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 no. The ones that opened fire weren't on my side.
Oh, okay. I was about to be like, you got friendly fired, and then they were like, just leave the bullets in.
No, but I have been friendly fired before. It's not fun. a
Well,
spike through
friendly
my
fire
chest from
isn't
being friendly
friendly.
fired. And the worst part, that was my
I
dad that
almost
did
feel
it.
like I don't need to worry. I almost feel like I don't need to worry about trigger discipline because I don't think a gun would hurt most people. Like, if I get shot in the chest, I'm in critical condition, but half the times it seems like people get shot in the chest and like, ah, my clothes, you dick. What do you mean, gaping chest wound? I'll think hard. Oh, it's gone.
Yeah, I'm not capable of doing that. Like I said, I could still bleed, I could still die.
So I guess this doesn't cross off the place on the bingo list.
Oh, what do you mean?
Oh, I have a list of all the stupid shit I see here. And one of them was like, oh yeah, you'll find a god within 2 weeks. Insert half a year later, still haven't found a god. Or at least someone who identifies as one.
I was about to say, I think a lot of the people who claim to be gods here aren't even gods, they just say it.
Well, I imagine I haven't gone to Purple Lotus, so I can't exactly just find one on fucking booty call, given the rumors. Just walk 10 feet, slam into someone, oops! That's a god! Turn around to apologize, another god!
Yeah, they tend to stick to their own realms.
To be honest, it slightly disappoints me. I don't want to meet a god, so I looked at them dead in the face and go, why are you here? What are you doing? Do you have any self-preservation? Or are you just that stupid? Why are you in Zafira? Do you actually want to be shot? And I imagine the usual answer is, oh, I'll just think about it, and the bullet will go away. I'll be like, so, this is my fucking life. Hooray. Pain. God and a vampire are the two things I'm supposed to be looking for, and I haven't found either.
You haven't found a
Probably 'cause
vampire yet?
the
Really?
vampire's too busy murdering someone. I don't know. I don't exactly go up to every pale person and be like, hey, do you suck blood from people?
I mean, that's fair. Because, well, I mean, and to be fair, like, a lot of the big vampire groups that used to wander around aren't really, you know, around that much anymore.
Probably because they got murdered for sucking people's blood in the street or some shit.
The one group did.
I would think that would be
I think
why.
the other group just left because they got too frustrated with what they were trying to do. Because all their plans kept failing. Because people like me kept interfering.
Making vampires sound like Saturday night cartoon villains. Fuck, I've been foiled. Oh well. I'll
To
just
be
have
fair,
to drink a hobo.
To be fair, the one group's leader did kind of fit the cartoon villain. Kind of. A little bit. I actually even remember calling him that to his face. And then he was like,
Damn.
and then he's like, what's a cartoon villain? And I'm like, it's you. You're the cartoon villain.
Well. Be really simple if we can just swap out Athena with them. I feel like that would make things a hell of a lot better.
God, you're telling me.
I don't know, it took Hamsky months, but he's finally come around to the idea somewhat that, you know, maybe the out-of-control fish person is bad.
This goddamn fucking child needs to be put on a leash.
Oh boy.
Sorry, I
Yeah, well,
just...
don't expect me to be breaking out any leashes and dog collars. I choose life.
Yeah, I'm
Or
sorry. It's
shark collars,
just...
I guess.
She upsets me greatly after all the shit that she's done.
Oh, I don't know. She damn near killed all my friends twice and blew up my house. I think I'd be a little bit upset, but frankly, I just knew this was coming. Not exactly difficult to become frustrated at her.
Yeah. I mean, she almost killed my best friend. Summoned the fucking Plague Lord to help her try to kill her.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that, she apparently viewed him as, her only friend, and at that point I realized maybe Athena, you know, the crazy woman who nuked my house, ain't the best judge of character.
Especially considering
Pretty
that
fucking
Sachi hated
fun.
everything to do with the plague.
Well, at least we get some reason out of him.
Is it true that he grabbed Athena by the throat and slammed her against a wall? Because I overheard that.
I was sleeping in because everyone was staying up like 13 hours or 18 hours or however
Oh
many
yeah,
fucking hours
yeah.
getting plastered.
They were all bar hopping. Yeah,
And
I
I was like,
overheard that. That's what happened. Apparently, Sachi grabbed her by the throat and just fucking slammed her against the wall to try to get her to stop.
well, I hope he could do that a few more times, and frankly, I'd sacrifice the pawn shop to allow that to happen.
Yeah.
I'd gladly play janitor to my own pawn shop if I had to pick up a few skull fragments. Oh, Sachi, sir, that was wonderful form, sir. Excellent. But enough about that, because I imagine that's not why you're here.
Well, I mean, I came here to talk to people, so it doesn't matter about
My
what.
fucking brain just fell asleep. Duh, I'm back. Okay. Huh.
Because I'm going on vacation, so I might not be around for a while, so... Thought I'd talk to some people before I left.
I don't get vacation days.
You mean Hamsky doesn't let you, or... You're just too busy?
No, I mean, I keep on showing up to work. I'm too busy.
Oh.
I'm repairing guns halfway across the world. I'm involved in numerous organizations. All my friends keep getting blown up by a fucking, you know, catfish. You know, normal day for me.
Yeah. I kind of know the feeling. I mean... My only vacations were whenever I got kidnapped. With all the shit I've been involved with.
You should really take a vacation.
Yeah, this is actually my second one in the span of like a good couple weeks, so that's not really a good thing. But I gotta, if I need to keep my anger at bay.
I don't know, I just find it hilarious that, whenever I go to Zafira, everything's on fire. Whenever I go anywhere else, I mean... Orlando Saka, they're just letting the thing to walk around, so that's little on my radar, but I mean...
Man, don't even get me started on that shit. I was so pissed when I found out. It's even worse when your neighborhood watch, but the cops are higher authority than you, so you have to listen to them or else you lose your job. And I'm like, I want to punch her, though.
Well, don't, because she'll kill you and then probably go after your friends. So instead, we let dear old Daddy Sachi chokeslam her into the ground, like the luchador he is. What if I called him Papa Sachi if Hamsky would just fucking kick me in the head? That would be hilarious.
Papa
Hey.
Sachi.
If we get to have one big old family conflict, we might as well have embarrassing nicknames.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh boy. I'm gonna be honest, and please don't be offended by this. I'm actually not the biggest fan of pie. I
Oh.
tried it in a gas station, and I was like, "What the hell is this?"
Well, that was your first mistake. It was gas station pie.
Flavored bread. Where else do you think I eat?
I don't know. Don't you like get food at the
Exactly
meat rack?
like a guy looking like.
Like, don't they offer like
Yeah,
free
I
food
get
or
meat on a stick.
is that all they have? Really?
No, it's all I eat. They have the hamburger. I found a grub worm in that once.
Okay.
They have a bunch of other foods that I can't pronounce. So yeah, I just get the meat on a stick. And then I go back home, you know, whenever I've, you know, stopped any gaping chest wounds, and eat a nice can of chicken noodle soup. You know, one of the 84 cans I have in my cabinet right now. All I eat is soup. It's great. I can tell a judgmental silence when I can.
I'm
when I
not.
can hear one.
I'm not judging. I'm
Or maybe stunned might be the right word.
not stunned. Just more. Sad, I guess.
I mean, it's not a matter of wealth that's making me eat chicken noodle soup. It's that I don't know what the hell all the different foods are here. The most I had was steak. It's kind of difficult to get steak. And, you know, meals made ready to eat are overly expensive, so I don't get those. So it's like, we don't have big mutant geckos, can't eat those, right? Rad roaches, God help us if there were rad roaches in Sapphire, we'd be fucked. Those little bastards would be everywhere. Maybe there's a coyote or two somewhere. What else did I remember hunting? Fish, but you know, not exactly like the waterfront's a very pristine fishing spot right now. You know, can't exactly get my little wooden plank and go swim out there and go fishing when, you know, the fucking runoff would probably melt the board out from under me.
Yeah.
And I don't have a fishing permit in Oris, so it's not like I could go down there. It is what it is. I get my 3 meals, I have a warm bed, I don't live in Sapphire, so I don't have to put sandbags around my bed. You know, I'm not sleeping on a street. Life is good.
Oh, that's good at least.
I am a very simple man. I care more for the accommodations of my friends than myself. Ow! Ow! My back. I should see a chiropractor. I don't suppose Adris has a chiropractor.
I know they have a
Or we
therapist.
just have the therapist. Yes, it's Amber.
Yeah, I'm not sure about a chiropractor though.
Great. I'm gonna go wander around to see if anyone else is here.
Alright.
Let's get blinded by the big training room. The first couple times I was here, it honestly wasn't that bad, but, you know, now that I'm, like, getting used to the lighting here as opposed to everywhere else, you know, it gets worse almost with time.
Yeah.
I can remember which one's the training room.
Oh, this one. Yeah.
Oh, is it
Ah!
here? No.
Maybe in the garden?
Maybe. Kind of odd there.
Alright.
Huh. Sorry about that. Thought I heard some metal clanging around.
Thought you... Oh.
Oh, there's the source of the metal clanging.
Oh. Apologies for that.
Honestly, we were just looking for people.
No, there's no one down the hallway. Just
Well,
Well.
I guess this is us.
that answers that question.
Excellent.
fair enough.
Well, shall we go to the garden or shall we go over there? Doesn't matter.
I'll go wherever you guys go.
Yeah, let's go to the garden.
Alright.
I'm gonna be terrified of this thing.
Okay, that was...
That dang thing always gives me the heebie-jeebies.
I think it's
Yeah.
fun.
Oh, you're insane.
Yeah, I do get that a lot.
Oh yeah, I forget. We're supposed to like be all like quiet or solemn or something because of the glowing things.
The echo flowers, yeah.
I was about to sit on that tree, but then there's one literally right there.
Oh, that's not an
Come
echo
on.
flower.
Oh, is that just a flower?
Yeah, the echo flowers are the ones over there. Those are the ones you gotta be quiet around.
Alright, Mac. Cooperate with me here. Ow! Ow.
That was a little bit of a
Huh? Look, you try running around with a rucksack on your back for months at a time. Hello, big freaking plant. Get away. So I don't think I've met you before. What's your name?
My name is Terry.
Charles Shaw, normal man. The most terrifying thing you'll find here. Normality.
Uh,
I'm afraid I don't really know what normal would be anymore, but it is nice to meet you.
Well, I don't know. I don't have any crazy magic. Not a god. Normal dude. I fix guns. I work with crazy people. Not here. Elsewhere. Had a dragon call me an idiot last weekend. That was nice. Classic racism.
And it wasn't me.
No, so otherwise it'd be like, how the hell did you get up here? Woman I literally don't recognize, but for some reason she recognizes me.
Shrug.
Yeah, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty fucking weird.
Yeah, a little weird.
I mean, Emmeline DeBetty was one of the crazies I met at the shores, but I don't care to memorize half the people I meet at Misty Shores. They're like, oh yes, well, let me summon a 16-foot sword and slam it into the ground like a pancake, and I'm like, okay, fine, be that way.
That's
I'll
excessive.
sit here and I'll hold my tongue on that commentary.
It's like a guild.
Mercenary group, crazy magic people. Well, I mean, crazy. There's some nice ones, and then there are others who literally just exist seemingly to show off. And I'm just like, great, more crazies. And there's some decently good people in there, but of course it's always the louder voices are the ones that get heard. Here is a lot nicer because you can at least expect the temperament of people to not be so wow, look at me and the fact that I can, whoa, look at I can split my arm open, there's a blue fire sword, and I'm just there like, okay, alright, fine. Let me continue reading my book, please.
I think Hybris is a pretty good judge of character, so.
Yeah.
Is that all what they do down at the Misty Shores? Is just show off?
I mean, they go out and... Well, I mean, they go out and actually, like, do jobs, yes, but most of the time I'm around them is when they're not on a job, because... have a little bit of a disparity in character and ability. Last time I was there, I got crushed by a sun.
Hey.
I promptly proceeded to get better.
Okay.
Alright, so
How ridiculous
are
that
you,
sounds, right?
do you understand how gravity works?
Yes.
Okay. Basically, someone just kind of opened up a portal to the vacuum, and immediately everyone just fell to the floor because gravity hit us like a damn truck. So it wasn't that like someone actually just threw the fucking sun at us like it's a game of baseball. No, they just kind of had the sun sit on us and just be like, yeah, I'm not moving.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to wrap my head around this.
I don't understand it either. I just accept it as it is because otherwise I'd go crazy.
I guess that's one way of looking at it. It's just
I guess there was the other
a
time I helped
portal?
free slaves. That was nice.
I'm sorry. All of this is very, very new to me.
Oh no. Oh no, this is your first time in this reality, isn't it?
Well,
More like first time looking outside the place that I only knew. Not
Oh no!
reality.
Oh, I opened the book on the wrong page. Oh god. I'm not sure I'm the person to
it
give
could have
this
been a lot
briefing.
worse. They could have experienced
Well,
it
yes,
firsthand.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Because that's what happened to me.
Oh boy.
9 years old, fresh new world, thinking everything is all peachy keen. All of a sudden, my mother dies. By fucking political bullshit.
I
And the
just
one
kinda
thing
got
I
thrown
was
out of the
told
car.
was, here's a blade, here's a shield, here's some weapons, go kill him. I was 9. So there was that. I got exposed to that. One of the reasons why I ran away
think
for
at
so
that age, I
long,
was
that way I
busy
can live an
picking
actual
oranges.
childhood.
Ow. Okay, so what is the best way we summarize everything here?
I think anything you think... Well, what's a good way of putting it? Everything that you thought couldn't happen can potentially happen. Even if
You
it's
would
the
just
most
see her
ridiculous thing.
Just get even more confused.
Well, like, what's a good example? If, for theoretically, you just had a random thought of, oh, what if the moon was a person and they came down here and it fucked with all the ocean waves and things like that and all the gravity? That could happen.
I don't think anyone's done that.
No, but it could.
Sounds absurd.
Oh well, there you go. That's a good enough explanation. It's absurd. I met a dragon who lives on an island where she keeps all of her money, and then she just put a bunch of landmines in the ocean, thinking that would keep people out.
What the fuck even I would do
Landmines
that?
in water. Basically, all the stuff like, elves and dwarves and all the stuff you get from like the comics. You get magic, you get people with brain powers,
excuse me.
you get aliens, you get talking lizards. All those are real.
Plant people.
And well,
Inanimate
I don't think I met
objects
any
that
of
are
them.
sentient and can actually talk. You're gonna see
Well,
her.
I
You're gonna
mean,
see
you
her
got
book's
one
eye
next to
narrow a
you.
little, and then just kind of slowly turn to look at her. Nirvana, I'm
Yeah,
not
I
bad mouthing
mean-
you.
You would just see Terry, head in hands, try to unwrap her head around this, and she's just like so confused by your words. None of this makes sense.
Yep.
Yep. Welcome to the world where nothing does.
But hey, take it from me, regular person with no magic or other nonsense. You can still make it out here. It's just very confusing.
I don't have magic, at least. I think I have magic.
My magic is gun. 'Cause people are afraid to use them for some reason. Yes, my magic is I have a fire stick, and every time someone I don't like comes near me, and I'm supposed to be able to shoot them, I shoot them. Because they're like dealing in slaves or something evil, or they're like, oh, I'm a robot and I want to blow up a tree. I'm just like, stop that, robot.
I think the best thing to witness is someone shooting a villain while they're monologuing because it takes everybody by surprise. Because no one ever does it when they're
that's the bucket
monologuing.
list.
They just keep monologuing, and we're all just everybody
Well, I
just
thought
stands
that-
there like
I thought
idiots.
I thought that was supposed to be like a unique ability only certain heroes have. Like apparently, if I get burn victim for Ford Corvettes, he'll give me a golden plated AK-47 that allows me to shoot people when they're that allows me to shoot people when they're talking to me. Unfortunately, what he doesn't realize is you can do that normally.
Eh.
Though, of course, you only shoot the bad people. Do you not know what a gun is?
No.
Oh no!
It's like, okay, hold on, I got this. It's like a bow and arrow, except imagine a hollow metal stick with an arrow inside of it that's small, and instead of pulling back, the bow to shoot, you actually pull a little mechanism with your finger to make it go forward.
And it causes a little explosion.
Yeah, and it's a little bit more destructive.
You're also talking to a gun expert who heard that and was just like, that is the most infantile understanding of a firearm. Ah! It's a stick that causes a small explosion inside the stick that shoots a big metal ball into someone really fast and they go owie. And then they hopefully fall over. Which is why you only use guns on people you don't like.
Okay.
So, if I was like, I'm gonna kill you, then you use a gun. If it's just more like, hi, I'm gonna need you to pay an extra 2 credits for that, orange soda you have. Don't shoot that guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a feeling like I was one of the worst people to explain this. Outside of course, one of the people who just shows up and does all that stuff. They're like, oh, you're new here? Let me show you my ability. My finger can turn into the ocean. And then it's just like, screw off.
Well, if it makes you feel any better,
Oh, that
usually
one
those
guy
types
was-
of people end up, falling victim to, like, the big bads because they were stupid to reveal all their abilities right away. I keep a lot of my shit on the down low.
Well, unfortunately, I am but a mundane man, so when you see me carrying a big stick on my back, that's when things are going bad. Notice the lack of stick. So, right now we're good. I also carry a sword too, but also on my back. I'm also not carrying that sword because we good. If you see me down at the meat rack, however, I'll have every gun I can carry.
Which is smart.
Yes. How best to explain it? It's
Slums.
a bunch of wackadoodles and a bunch of buildings that are probably condemned by the city government who are like, yeah, we're gonna start a business here. And one of those wackadoodles is me, because I happen to like the other people who run that place, because they're normal, like me. They're just people. They aren't, slamming swords into the ground at Mach 3. They're not, running around being a vampire or some nonsense. They're just dudes.
I see. I guess my next question then is, what is it like then down there? Where, I guess you go, or where you're from?
Oh, where I'm from, it's you don't know what a nuke is. You probably don't know what radiation is. Where I'm from, the air is poisonous because people threw giant exploding rocks that turned entire cities to ash.
You would just see her eyes go really wide and frightened, like just this face of terror.
Well, lucky us. That don't happen that much here. Well, don't worry. Also, from where I'm from is not here. Big jump from there to here. And don't worry, we don't exactly have too many of those big exploding rocks because we use them all on one another. Kind of set everything back a couple hundred years. If you're just meaning down there, I mean, it honestly depends on the day. Some days nothing happens, and it's great despite all the crazy people I meet. Like the 10-foot tall panther man who wants to train his 2-year-old on how to operate a light machine gun. All the way to a giant man made of metal, literally named Adam Smasher, coming down, and he's just like, I'm not a robot! Fuck you!
Doesn't sound very pleasant. It would be down there.
Well, again, depends on the day. Some days nothing happens, and you just get to hang out with regular people like yourself, doing business, making money. Everything's all good. And then some days, the universe dicks you over by throwing Adam Smasher in your way.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Howdy. You might want
See,
to help,
this is where everyone has gathered.
Yeah.
for the moment. You might want to help Terry understand everything. They're new to everything.
I kind of gave them the explanation of anything that could happen would potentially happen here, but, you know.
I think that just made things worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might have.
And then I
That
made
might have
things
just
worse.
made things worse.
But again,
How did you
I
know?
my magic that
I discussed nuclear missiles to a night.
and what I explained kind of goes hand in hand with my type of magic, so that's the only best explanation I can give.
Note to self: we are not ambassadors for this reality of this plane.
No, I don't think you're very good at this.
Leave me
I
to
would say
fix guns.
stick to your normal job. Yes.
Just want to say, I think the only encouragement I offered is, yeah, regular people can make it. Even though
Yes,
I'm
regular people can make it.
Well, I mean, my dad once told me that human beings were probably the most dangerous people here.
I mean,
Understandably so.
on one hand, Athena, but on the other hand, the human race has wiped itself out multiple times over multiple different planes. Still persisting because of madness.
I was about to say, that's the one thing, though. Persistence.
Take your pick.
Sheer determination.
Sheer insanity.
Well, yeah, that too, but that just makes you look bad.
I mean, sometimes that reputation is very well deserved. And other times they're just being bigots because they're like, oh, I'm a dragon. My money is on a big old island that I put the wrong type of landmine to defend.
Was this an actual thing that happened? Because
So
you
all the
keep
boat-
going back to that.
Yes.
I am so sorry.
I've encountered Dragon Jesus multiple times.
I am
They've
so
also come back
sorry.
from the dead. Didn't even mention that.
Yeah,
Was it
in
that
most
they came back
cases
from
they
the
can
dead, or was it
resurrect.
They can walk on water. I know I named them Dragon Jesus for a reason. And I've totally forgot because I don't care.
Fair.
Yeah, in most special cases, they do resurrect. Well, some special cases anyway.
Either way, it's good seeing you again. Hopefully all is well.
Yes, all is hopefully well. Took a bit of a personal trip for you know, therapists need a therapist sometimes, and
Who are you
usually
guys?
I just
Howdy.
go on a personal
Oh,
trip.
hello.
I
You weren't here a year ago.
no, I was not.
Neither was
I'm a.
Iris, there's like trespassers here.
No, I'm a friend.
I work here.
Iris.
What?
I'm friends
I
with a lot
work
of the
here
people
as
that work
well.
here,
Iris
actually.
Specifically hired me.
That's what they all say.
I am the cathedral's
I'm sorry, would you like to see
therapist.
my employment documents?
Photoshopped.
I don't know what Photoshop is.
Sus.
Oh god, not the Among Us memes.
Given refuge here by
Applesauce?
Iris.
What's Among Us? No, I said sus. Like suspicious. Suspicious. You're here to steal the thing, aren't you?
Well, yes, there is apple pie in the kitchen.
Apple strudel.
I don't know the
I ate all the
difference.
cookies. There's no more left. I ate them all.
There was a lot of cookies in there. I think you just ate enough cookies for like 18 people.
Okay.
That is a healthy appetite.
I would consider that unhealthy.
Yeah, well, you're fat.
I mean, unhealthy if you're eating, you know,
Yeah, well, you're
18
skinny.
people's worth of cookies.
Yeah? Well, you're stupid.
I am
You
stupid.
are incredibly rude.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not rude. What? That
Well,
was
you know
rude.
what I also am? I'm proud of my stupidity.
You
Are
are
you proud of how
incredibly
thin
rude.
you are?
Yes.
Oh shit. Didn't think this through.
Good job.
I guess that is the stupid coming true there.
I'm so confused here.
Welcome to my existence.
Yeah, that is basically his existence. It's just constant confusion.
I mean, this
I'm
is
also in the
so good
employee
to me.
logs.
This is so well made.
I'm telling Hybris. You stay
All right, fine. Tattle the. Yes, I'll sit. You know what? No, hold on. Let me find a good spot. I'll sit. Hold on. I'm not standing right there. I'm coming, and I'm sitting down right here. So you can go ahead and get Miss Hybris, because I've been meaning to have a conversation with her anyway, and it would be wonderful to speak to her about how someone I've never seen before coming down to calling me sus, whatever the fuck that means, and calling me it Among Us, whatever the fuck that means, and calling me fat, which isn't even true. I just eat soup.
Do you eat it straight from the can?
Yes.
You look
I hope you
rather
cut your
well
tongue.
for just someone who just does that.
I use a spoon.
All I have gathered in the past 30 seconds of her showing up is that she's just incredibly rude.
It's not that she's rude, it's that she is... Think of it this way, it's like local flavor, right? You get
Abrasive?
some locales or
Forward.
like... No. See, it's like some locales where they go there and they're like, strangers are here to steal our beans. Oh, yes, I am.
I've been coming here.
Trouble
How?
will have
Like,
to
I know
happen
you've seen me
wonderfully.
up here before.
Yeah.
Like, I literally come here to say hi and bring sweets.
Strangers
I
are
live
here
here.
to steal our beans, Terry. We must
We're
go and
we're here
tell
to
the village
steal the
headmaster.
beans.
Yes, that is
And
precisely
then it turns
what
out that
we were here for.
we were here and we are actually the ones farming the beans, not you.
I don't work here. I'm here for safety.
Well, then,
Understandable.
congratulations. You have a reason to be here.
Yes, that would be a pretty valid.
I'm here
reason.
because
Yeah,
I
that's
work
valid
here.
reason.
You're here because you need protection. You're here because you're giving us apple pie. You're also here because you work here.
Yes.
We never even questioned why the hell they're here. Who are they?
I don't know. I've never seen them before.
I
Shrug.
honestly have no idea. Yeah, exactly.
What if they were the one intruding?
Probably.
But if they were the one intruding, how did they get here?
Yeah, because you gotta ask permission to get up here first. Yeah, why couldn't they just look in the Can't they, like, look in the access logs? Because, you know, I'm pretty sure there's logs for that.
No. I'm sure there is, but does everyone have access to that?
Oh, true.
Honestly, knowing some people, you just kind of look up, you just stick a leg out, and then you stick another one up, and you just start walking up. I'm just walking straight up in the air. I'm walking to space. Fuck it.
Space is cool.
I mean, like, I have access to
Space
everyone's
is
medical logs,
horrifying.
but that's strictly because I'm supposed to. So, I think access logs are one of those things where it's a strictly controlled log of information.
Yeah, I think probably only Hybris and Athena can actually look at them.
I'm so glad I know that you're talking about a different Athena.
Yeah, I you know, the moment I said the name, I kind of stopped and went, ooh.
There's two.
Yeah, the other one's a bitch.
Ironically enough, I think she might have actually been... Unless there's another, like, place I can't see, this person didn't even type anything out. Honestly, a part of me is wondering if they're the intruder.
Maybe we should go and inform
Honestly, I have no idea.
Might be for the best.
I mean, I'm not even sure she's... I know she's always here, so it would
Yes,
make
she
me
is
think that
always
she
here.
already knows.
I mean, yes.
That would
Yeah.
be my assumption, yes.
I think it would still be safe to go and inform her
So
personally.
maybe even if she is intruding, it's on Hybris's permission as part of like a plan of something. Actually, my paranoia doesn't really stretch that far because I don't view Hybris as having nefarious evil plans. Outside of debating me on psychology, which was interesting. I am a simple grape farmer, ma'am. I do not understand why exactly I have to think about ethics to apply them. The right thing's the right thing. I don't need to consider why.
But is the right thing always the correct thing?
Oh, no. I didn't realize Hybris could possess people.
Wait, what?
I'm mostly joking. I'm hoping I'm joking. I'm hoping you're not Hybris right now.
I am not.
Okay. Is the good thing always the right thing to do? Well, I guess that depends on the context. Because one could definitely argue that conflict is definitely not always a good thing. But when persecuted for the right reasons, conflict generates more net good.
Or if conflict
So one
is
could say
the
like a bar
only
fight is bad,
outcome.
but freeing slaves is good. So you don't get into
Yes.
bar fights, but you free slaves. But then you
Yes,
go
but if
from
you
the
can also-
religious aspect I was raised in,
If you can
where
free
any
them,
degree
though,
of conflict is bad.
without conflict.
Well, then they just get more slaves.
But you could also solve the issue without a conflict.
Well, I solved this instance of the issue. Which is then possibly what justifies the conflict, which then creates a conflict of moral interest, because I take the roots by the weed approach, and you take hey, we help in this moment, instead of compromising ourselves on a religious motive of any degree of conflict or murder being wrong just by a general standard of morality and decency towards your fellow man, or at least that's the context I was raised in, of, you know, religion being the only indicator of that instance. My brain just died. Religion being the only thing telling you not to do that. Whereas, like, local and tribal law was defend what you have, including your property, your life, your agency, etc.
But then what if you
Not to
remove
mention most of the
religion
time-
from the equation, and you still have someone that understands morals and the difference between right and wrong?
Well, I would argue it's a more moral thing to do to free the slaves. And if that means violence.
But if you
Granted,
can
not
find a way to
everyone's
solve it
acclimated to that
without the
lifestyle.
violence.
Well, usually the way we resolve the issue is by eliminating the slaver, so that way no one else is performing that practice in the region. But by doing so, well, then I guess you would need to not only fix the whole issue of there being slaves, but there being a slaver. Which then begs the question, what in the world's causing them to do this other than profit? Because you can't force people to not act on their own self-interest. That's just not how people work. I view it as my own self-interest to act morally, because I was raised that it was the right thing to do. The right thing to do is the right thing to do because it is the right thing to do.
Oh, excuse me.
You know, that might be a very, you know, flint and stone sort of way of thinking instead of actually viewing things complexly. It's also just the way we didn't have much time to think, damn it, we were picking oranges and grapes. We were selling the grapes, and we were eating the oranges, and we were raising cattle. We didn't have time to think about this. Worked my 14-hour days.
I can see why
and then went to
Hybris had
bed.
this conversation with you.
Oh boy. That's damning with fine praise. So where's the issue you see with this ideology?
It's not that I see issue with it. It's more that I see it's a very base level understanding of the entire ideology of morals and ethics and everything in between. Because not every answer is going to be black or white or gray or blue or, you know, yellow. You're
Well, I mean,
going
I
to
understand
have
that there's
a
grays
very
in issues because
expansive.
I say violence is or isn't, but then you also talk of what level of violence. Is
Yeah.
it threat of violence? Is it, you know, is it duel to wound? Is it to kill, to torture, to arrest? What level of violence is okay? If I need someone to back off, is pulling my gun enough? Do I need to point it at them, or do I just need to show them that I have it? Do I need to shoot them?
But then what is the post outcome of doing that? What do you get 10 days later?
Well, it
What do
depends.
you get a month from now? What do you get 6 months from now? 3 years from now? From that one action?
Well, I'm certainly not thinking 3 years from, you know, someone wants my can of soup and wants to take it by force. I indicate that I am armed and am willing to defend my can of soup.
Yes.
You know, 3 years down the line, yes, perhaps this person's close kinsmen are planning an elaborate plot of revenge over a can of soup. Like this is some sort of wasteland odyssey, and Ulysses is going to come sailing over on his canoe to put a fucking boot up my ass because I shot his buddy for trying to rob me.
Don't understand what you're talking about, I'm sorry.
In the instance of the can of soup, sure.
Uh-oh.
You don't have to think that far ahead, but,
I think he's
in
dying.
the instance of, say, freeing the slaves.
I think he's
stopping
dying.
the
I
slavery.
think
Yeah.
he's frozen from
Yeah.
the response.
He's flexing. The flex has taken him.
He is flexing. Most unfortunate.
That sucks. I was about to get up and say I was gonna head out.
The soup conundrum.
Well, I'm technically going on vacation. I only came up here to say hi to some people before I, disappear for a while.
Understandable. I just got back from a vacation.
This is my second one in a span of at least a couple weeks. That's not good. Shrug. But anyway, nice talking to both of you.
If it's good or not. Yes.
Have fun dealing with the sus trespassing thing. Have a good one.
Yes, that's right.
Study of the floor, glimpses and flashes through the gap in the bottom of the veils. During Isilt's childhood, King Radek married several times, for his wives have a troubling tendency to die. Isilt's mother, of course, had died in the childbed, as did the king's second wife. His third wife bore 2 stillborn children, sons, the king noted to despair, before succumbing to a fever. After that, several years passed before the king decided to marry again. Some believed he worried that he was cursed, but others noted that he was merely distracted by the new war that had broken out between Evanera and its eastern neighbor, the kingdom of Drassic. This war went on season after season, and Isilt passed her 13th and 14th and 15th birthdays with her father away at battle, and no new bride on the castle threshold to draw her out of the West Tower. As Isilt grew older, she became increasingly curious about the court and her father, and why he did not return except once or twice a year, and Alda reluctantly began to answer her questions. In this way, Isilt learned that King Radek had sought an alliance with the island nation of Narwalia, which had once been invaded by Drassic, but had successfully driven.
Don't want to interrupt that. Will I want to go home? Will this be the last time I'll see this place again? I don't want to leave it all behind.